Position the cover at the beginning of the foam part. Some bars have a groove between the foam and the plastic part. You can use it to fix the cord by twisting it once around before lacing. The leather piece has pre-punched holes on both sides. At the start and end of lacing, you stitch through these holes in the leather. For the rest, you only lace through the loops of the sewn stitches. Thread a needle through each end of the cord. Start with one end of the cord by stitching through one of the holes from inside to outside. With the same needle, stitch through the opposite hole from outside to inside and again on the other side from inside to outside. Then take the other needle and stitch through the opposite hole again from inside to outside. You should now have two cords of same length on the outside of the holes. Pull the cords gently to tighten it. If you have a long bar, you should fix the leather at the end of the handle so that it doesn't hang down. That makes it much easier to lace. I use pipe cleaners, but you can also just fix it with a cord. Don't use anything sticky or sharp, for this could damage the leather. Now start lacing. With one hand you fix the leather, with the other hand you stitch through the first loop on the opposite side. From now on you skip every second loop. That means you stitch through the second loop of the other side and through the third loop on opposite side, and so on. If the cord is twisted, you can turn it a bit until it is straight again. You don't have to lace it very tight in this first step. As you can see, there is still a gap between the two sides of the leather. That's okay, it will close when we tighten the lacing. Pull the leather together in the curves to make lacing easier. Here you should lace rather loose at first, so you can still spread and straighten the pleats. When you've laced until after the curve, you can start tightening this first part. Start at the beginning, take the cord from underneath with the needle and pull it tight gently. Fix the cord by holding it down with your thumb and tighten the next stitch. Instead of tearing the cord too much, straighten the leather from the outside of the bar to the inside so you can tighten the lacing very gently. The gap still doesn't have to be closed completely. To prevent larger pleats in the roundings of the bars, you should smooth them out now. Put the needle under the pleats and pull them apart, while softening them at the outside with the other hand. So you get many small pleats instead of a few large ones. When you have finished tightening the first part, you can go on lacing like before, through every second loop. Lace until the end of the cover, but don't stitch through the pre-punched holes yet. Smooth again the pleats in the rounding and pull everything tight. To fix the end, you have to go through the pre-punched holes again. Stitch from the outside to inside on one side, on the opposite side from inside to outside, and on the other side again from outside to inside. Then again start at the beginning and tighten the lacing. Now you take the other side of the cord and stitch through the first loop on the other side. And again through every second loop, means every loop that you left out before. That's already much easier now than with the first cord. At the end, stitch just through one hole in the leather for the moment. Start tightening again from the beginning onwards. The gap should now close completely. If that's not possible, push the leather together from the outside to the inside again until the gap is closed and tighten the lacing with the other hand. If the lacing is uneven, you can move the stitches with the needle until it looks good. You can repeat the tightening process until you are satisfied with the result. Then you fix the ending by stitching through the opposite hole from inside to outside, and on the other side from outside to inside. There should be a cord hanging to the inside of the cover through each hole now. Pull tight gently and cut the cord to about 10 centimeters. Then you can make a knot. You can hide the leftover cord by pushing it carefully under the leather with the needle.